Hey y'all, it's me, Barb, and I'm over at Panera. I just met a fast food called Panera. It's made with love. I don't know about that, but probably, maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, we're at Panera, and it's going to be a simple review, but I got a lot on my mind this morning. This is Eugene Krabs had recommended. Well, she didn't recommend it, or he didn't recommend it, but had said that they love cinnamon crunch bagels at Panera. So several times I've gone and they were out or something because I come later in the day. So I thought I'm going to get a cinnamon crunch bagel. It was like 34 degrees earlier. Then it was 32 around 7:30 now. I think it's going to be 22 degrees by noon. Woo, the cold weather's coming in. I'm looking over here. Maybe I'll show it to you at the end. I'm just looking at the mountain ridge, and it's just like the skies are so cloudy. And I was trying to get the Panera sign, which is over here, but I end up in the middle of the road. These people got to think about these things for us YouTube vloggers. I'm always trying to get the sign, and sometimes there's just no way unless you're going to sit in the middle of the road. Anyway, we're at Panera. Let's try the cinnamon crunch bagel. Panera. So I got it toasted. Someone told me to get it toasted. Oh, it's nice and warm. Oh, the smell of the cinnamon. Oh, I love cinnamon. Back in the day, especially when I had my apartment, I used to always, oh my gosh, I didn't look at it yet. Oh, wait till you see it. Oh my gosh. I used to always put a pot of water on the stove and sprinkle cinnamon in it so the whole apartment would smell like cinnamon. I love that in the wintertime. Anyway, especially Christmas. Okay. This will be a nice thing to have in this cold morning. Okay. Okay. So, you know when you have the heat on and then you turn it off and then all of a sudden you get chili bumps? That's what I just got. Okay. Let me show you this, you all. Oh my gosh. It's a monster. Not that I mind. You all, this is Panera's Cinnamon Crunch Bagel. Look at that, you all. Look at that. Oh, it smells like heaven in a bucket. Oh, look at all that. That's like cinnamon sugar. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's open her up. Ooh, nice and toasted. Look at that. Look at this huge thing, you all. Come on, let's take a gander. Are you salivating? Because I am. Ooh, I can't wait. Okay, I asked them for a few whipped butters, the little whipped butters, They gave me 3, which is more than enough. I just thought, I like cream cheese on my bagels, but I just like those on like an everything bagel, a sesame seed bagel, plain bagel, but I rarely get plain bagels nowadays. But I love a sesame seed bagel. I love an everything bagel, but woo. Well, for a long time, I never got everything bagels. When I lived in New York City, I never did because that garlic and salt and, well, it was more of just I didn't want to have bad breath because there would be garlic on there. Vain. Vanity. Well, it's also like if you're auditioning and stuff, you don't want to be stinking winking. Oh my gosh, this is going to be fun. I'm putting the butter on it. I know I can't do 2 things at one time. So how are you all doing out there? Are you doing okay? Now listen, I so appreciate your honesty about what's going on in your life. A lot of our viewers, I don't know if you read the comments, but feel free to because they're sharing their lives with us, the Barb's Besties. And if you're new to the channel, a Barb's Bestie is somebody who watches this channel a lot. And last year I'd asked people to let's try to name the group of people that are, real, always watch as most often as they can. And we had a lot of different names for the group, but everybody came down with Barb's Besties. That's the one that won. So, and I always call, like people my bestie or you're the best. So, okay, now this kind of fell off here, but I got my butter on there. Look at that. This is a mother. I don't think I want to well, I don't know what to do. And I got to talk to you about something too. There's something I want to talk to you about. But let me take a bite. Oh my gosh, this is heaven in a bucket. You all, I know that maybe you want me to do it a certain way, but I'm just going to take the top and bite it. need any butter on this. You don't need butter on this. Just take the toast without the butter. In fact, I'm going to take some butter off of this. I don't think you need butter on it. You all. Did you ever make sugar and cinnamon, stir it in a little bowl and put it on your toast? Back in the 60s, 70s, we used to do that all the time. I don't know if people do that anymore, but, you just take a little bowl, put sugar in it, put some cinnamon until it's nice. It all mixes up, and then you put it on your toast. Ooh, it's so good. This is 10 times better. Well, I don't know if it's 10 times better, but it's so good. Let me take another bite. I can't call this a bagel. It's almost like a sweet roll. It's so good. Can you hear me crunching? You probably can. It's probably gross. But I tell you, it's so good. Don't be messing with this one. Oh, Eugene, thank you. This is heaven. It's so good. Oh, what's going on? Oh, right in front of me. A big, what's that thing? A big truck. A big truck is banging out the big, dumpsters. And I thought, what is all that banging going on? It's early in the morning. The skies are dark, but it's windy. Cold front's coming in. Now, you all, on Grumble Day this past week, you all were telling me, everybody's been telling me what their temperatures are where they are. Oh, go ahead and keep doing that. I love it. I love, how we all, I don't know about you, but it's kind of like for me. Wait a minute, is there something on my shirt? Probably a little, I didn't check. Oh, goodness. Anyway, a little, I'm all over the place. Something new. But it's funny, I don't know about you, but for me, like sometimes, if I visit a place, I get that stuck in time, and then I'll go, oh, wait a minute. I was in St. John's back in the early 70s or late 60s, and I'm stuck in that, thinking St. John's Island is like that, off of St. Thomas. And I've done that with, going to Europe, too, It's like, oh, I went to Europe in the early 80s, and I'm stuck with thinking that places are exactly the same. Of course, everything changes. So anyway, but what was my point? My point is that the thing with the weather, it's like sometimes when you're in where you live, you think every place is like that, and it's not. In Arizona, it was 71 degrees yesterday, and in Michigan, I think it was 0. Now, I'm probably not remembering anything. Somebody else said it was 14 degrees where they live in Minnesota. Everybody. Well, you can just go look at the comments. It's fun. Well, I don't know. I know that there'll come a day where I can't answer all the comments, and I know a lot of YouTubers don't do that. I'm going to try the bottom, you all. But I'm going to try to, but I know I can't keep doing it. It takes up a lot of time, but I love it. I love getting to know you. Oh, so many of you. Oh, goodness. Josh. Oh, Josh is having a hard time. Josh, you hang in there with your knee and everything. Might have to have surgery, so think about him. Everybody. Oh, my goodness. Maggie. Oh, goodness. What you go through every year. Oh, my heart. And thank you, Maggie, for what you have done for me. Oh, my gosh. I was over the moon. Penny couldn't believe it last night. We were like, what? Anyway. Okay, let's take a bite, right? Let's take a bite of this. This is the bottom. Let's see if that's any good. Maybe it's crap. Sorry, Panera. Okay, let's take a bite. I'm starting to feel the cool air coming into my car now. Okay, let me take a bite, right? I'm telling you, this is good. Do you even have to ask me? This is a 10, you all. Yes, well, that was meant to like type up. This is okay. So what I would do if I got this again, and Penny was in the car and she wanted something, I'd give her the bottom because she's diabetic, and I would take the top because I'd have to sacrifice and eat all the sugar. I crack myself up sometimes. This is so good. Now, let me show you. This bagel is a big bagel, see? And then this thing, this honker, Mmm. Oh, Eugene. Oh, heaven. I'm in heaven on a cinnamon crunch bagel from Panera. I'm sorry, you probably saw a whole mouthful of cinnamon crunch bagel. Hey, you all, let's see how much it costs. Okay. All right, you all. Okay, I just got a toasted bagel, cinnamon crunch, and then I asked for a little butter. They didn't charge me for the butter, which was very nice. Thank you. The cinnamon crunch bagel was $1.99. Oh my gosh. $2.13 for the total. My gosh. This is wonderful. I'm sorry if I broke your eardrum, but come on, people. This is good. Oh my gosh. I tried their Asiago bagels because you all were asking me to try their bagels, and that was good. But this is a dessert. This is a dessert. This is a dessert. This would be wonderful over the holidays. Get a bunch of these and heat them up. I know the holidays have passed, but hey, Valentine's Day, this would be a nice on your breakfast for Valentine's Day. Okay. 2 thumbs up. If you just want to know about the cinnamon crunch bagel, I'm about done talking about it. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Now, I got to talk about something different. Yesterday was MLK Day. And, you know, I was so... I don't know what happens in my brain. It just dislodges from my thinking or body or something. Something's not communicating with something. But anyway, I had a plan of what I was going to do for MLK Day, and I just totally, and I'm so sorry. So I just wanted to say a little something. And, you know, it's good to think about MLK any time of the year. You don't have to have just a day, but it's wonderful that we have a day for Martin Luther King. Now, some of you may not agree with me, and that's okay. And that's why I want to talk about. Oh, excuse me. Let me drink some water. I just mean, all of you I care about, and you may have different views than me, and that's all right. And I think what I'm trying to say is that it's, you know, I think it's wonderful we have a Martin Luther King Day. But I think what's really important is, of course, he's a beautiful African-American man. And it wasn't just about Martin Luther King. It was the whole movement and how it happened, how they handled everything. If we can take anything from all of that, I don't care if you don't believe in you don't think Martin Luther King was a good man. I don't care what you think. I mean, I feel horrible. Of course, it makes me sad if you can't see it. So let's talk a little bit. And I'm just going to say is that there's so many lessons in Martin Luther King Day. And, you know, a lot of people do things for the community and stuff, and other people, you know, everybody does different things. Some march and stuff. But what I take from all of this is that it's like if we can take the time to look within and think about, if you have a real big challenge with another person, or you know, because I have made mistakes. I get a goal and I just got go for it. You know, I'm like, you know, if I want to do something, it's like, oh, I want to have these parties at these learning centers. Okay, you guys, let's decorate, let's do that. And sometimes I don't realize or I didn't think about where other people's heads and hearts were at, you know, and I missed out. And so I'm sure so did the children. But what I want to say is that what I'm talking about, when there's a time where maybe someone's hurt your feelings, or someone's not doing their work, or they're not pulling their weight, or they're just being crabby or frustrating or mean or whatever, what I try to do, and I try to go and kind of lay back, and then when I see them, I go, so, how you doing? So tell me what's going on in your life. What's going on? And say, well, you know, I know you're a good person, and I've just been noticing a few things, and I want to know if you can talk to me about this. And give people a chance to come from their place, and then you can understand them better. So anyway, this probably doesn't relate to the civil rights movement, but what I'm trying to get at is that Martin Luther King took the time to look within and then take that spirit and go, what's a dignified way to handle this challenge? What's a dignified way, a respectful way, and a peaceful way to make change and to find a way to help others see who we are, And sometimes, you can yell and scream, and sometimes that works. Sometimes people can hear you that way. But if there's, if you can find another way. Anyway, so I'm going to sing this song. I was going to sing it yesterday at Crumble, and I forgot. I'm just a nutcase, and I'm sorry. But that's just my brain. I'm getting old, you guys. I'm not that old compared to my 99-year-old aunt whose birthday is today. Hi! My aunt. Oh, she's amazing. Anyway, I don't think she watches this channel. She's like YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, so, come on, she's 99. But anyway, I got to call her after this. But, I'm all over the place. I didn't think about, all these vlogs, all these reviews. I don't think about what I'm going to say. Sometimes I'll put a little note if I want to remember something, and obviously I didn't do that today. But what I want to say is that there's a time and a place for everything, and I'm not trying to take a stance on war or no war or anything like that. My real belief system is that World War II, if the United States didn't step in, if we all didn't join forces, the United States would probably be a communist country by now. And, to each their own, if that's what you want, that's your business. But, so there's a time, but right now, because sometimes if somebody is mentally unstable or crazy, you can't talk peacefully to them, and you can't find out what's going on. Now, you can try. Sometimes it works. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is that if we look within and then we try to listen, and sometimes when we talk, we have to be a little more creative, You got to... Talking with compassion takes time and creativity to think out of the box. And it takes, you all, I've got this. I've got a pen I carry this in my car all the time. It's in my glove compartment. Peace. Can you read that? It says, peace also takes courage. Peace takes courage, you all. It's easy to spout off and be mean and just blah, 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 or do the cold shoulder and not talk to anybody and not tell anybody how you really feel. So it takes courage. So anyway, I'm going to end with this. Let me take another bite of the bagel. I am so fortunate to be able to do these reviews. Jamie. Thank you. Anyway, let me swallow. It's just a good time to think about who Martin Luther King was. Now, somebody else was behind the scenes named Ella Baker. She was amazing. And she said this, and it's a song now. And I probably won't sing it all. I had planned to do all the hand motions and everything we have. But it goes like this. Now, I'm not in form. I didn't go, I'm not trying to be a singer. I just want to share this song with you. It goes, so think about this. Maybe you don't have to. You can throw it out in the window. But if you feel like it, thinking about this, it goes, give light and people will find the way. Give light and people will find the way. Give light and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Well, I hope you think about that. My voice was choking at the end, but that's okay. We don't have to be perfect all the time, right? You all take good care of yourselves and maybe take a swallow and a deep breath if something's challenging you and trying a different way of approaching it, because sometimes that's where the real change happens. You all take good care, and until the next time, tally ho, good neighbors. Bye-bye.